Here we are in the shed, and as you can see, there's some potatoes in egg boxes. What are they doing in egg boxes? Well, they're doing something called chitting, and this is a process to get the potatoes to start producing shoots, a bit like if we leave them in the bag too long. And as you can see, they've all got lots of little shoots coming up, and this helps just to speed up the time between planting and harvesting, so you can get them on the plate quicker. So what we'll do now, we'll go up the allotment and I'll show you where they're going to be planted. So this is going to be the potato patch. As you can see, it's been covered over all winter with black plastic to help keep the weeds down. Right, now here's something of interest I covered last week when I talked about soil types. As you can see, there's lots of cracking. So that means what we've got here is a clay soil. It's all broken up. So now if we look just to the left, we can see there's no cracking. That's because I had loads of compost put down and covered over with black sheeting. So that's helped retain the moisture and prevent the cracking, and hopefully that's going to make it easier to dig. Here's a tray of some potatoes from earlier. These ones are Maris Piper. Something I want to show you is that when you buy seed potatoes, you should make sure they have a plant passport or certificate of health. This information is usually found on the label, as you can see in this one. These are important to help stop the spread of pests and diseases, and it is best not to buy it if they don't have any. So as you can see, it says plant passport, has the Latin name of potatoes, has the crop number, which identifies where they came from if there is a problem, the variety name, the weight of the bag, and the size of the potatoes. So the bed's been cleared and given a quick rake over to level it, and then now it's time to dig a trench and get some potatoes in. That's the trench dug, so that's about 5-6 inches deep, and now it's time to start spacing out the potatoes. That's the first row planted. You can see it's a staggered row and they're about 12 inches apart. You don't have to do a staggered row, you could do it in a straight line, but it's just the way I do it. Now it's time to backfill and get a label in. Right, that's the trench all backfilled with the soil. The label has been put in, the date the potatoes were planted, and the variety of potato. So that's all the trays of potatoes planted up into 3 rows. There's some second earlies and what's called main crop. They're about 60 inches apart. When they start growing, once the shoots start showing, the soil in the middle will be raked up onto the mounds, and what that will do, that will stop the potato tubers underneath from going green.